You ask me, freedom's always worth fighting for.
Hey, hold up there. First time in Good Neighbor? You can't go walking around without insurance.
You better back off, or you're the one who's gonna need insurance.
Well, hey, all right. We'll just say your insurance is paid up for now, okay?
Whoa, time out. Someone steps through the gate the first time, they're a guest. You lay off that extortion crap.
What do you care? She ain't one of us.
No love for your mayor, Finn? I said let her go.
Be soft, Hancock. You keep letting outsiders walk all over us. One day, there'll be a new mayor.
Come on, man. This is me we're talking about. Let me tell you something. Now, why'd you have to go and say that, huh? Breaking my heart over here. Now I know you had old Finn handled back there, but a mayor's gotta make a point sometimes. You alright?
You killed him.
Got a good pair of eyes on you. I think you'll fit in here. Good neighbors of the people, for the people. You feel me? Everyone's welcome.
Good neighbor. That what you call this place?
That's right. We cobbled this little neighborhood together out of the freaks and misfits that just wouldn't be accepted anywhere else. You'll see. You make enough friends here, you'll call this place home soon enough. So long as you remember who's in charge.
A new player in Good Neighbor. Hello, little pawn. Welcome to our fun and games.
Hi.
Brotherhood of Steel better stay out of Good Neighbor. All I'm saying.
Whoever this Brotherhood of Steel is, I'm not buying that. We come in peace, malarkey.
Now, I seen a lot of crazy stuff in my time, but a flying ship? Yowza.
Well, well, Mr. Valentine. I thought you had forgotten about little old me.
May have walked out of the den, Irma, but I'd never walk out on you.
Amari's downstairs, you big flirt. Here for Amari? She's downstairs.
Irma.
Whatever you and Nick are up to, I don't need to know. Just don't let the big metal softy hurt himself, all right?
Dr. Amari?
Yes? I take it this isn't a social call.
Doctor, it's time for you to reverse death itself.
What?
I wouldn't have put it quite that way, but it's true. We need a dead man's memories. Guy named Kellogg.
Are you two mad? Putting aside the fact that you're asking me to defile a corpse, you don't realize that the memory simulators require intact, living brains to function.
Technically, the corpse was defiled already.
This dead brain had inside knowledge of the Institute, Amari. The biggest scientific secret of the Commonwealth. You need this, and so do we.
Fine. I'll take a look. But no guarantees. Do you have it with you?
How much of the brain do you need, exactly?
That is not an encouraging question. I suppose I'll have to make do with whatever you can find.
Here's what I could find.
What's this? This isn't a brain. This is... Wait, that's the hippocampus. And this thing attached to it? A neural interface?
Those circuits look awfully familiar.
I'm not surprised. From what I've seen, all Institute technology has a similar architecture.
Nick's an older model synth. Is he still compatible?
That's exactly what I was thinking. If we are lucky, it should hook right in. But even if this works, Mr. Valentine would be taking on a tremendous amount of risk. We are talking about wiring something to his brain.
Don't worry about me, Amari. Let's do it.
You really think this'll work, Nick?
No idea. But we got a missing kid on the line. That's worth the risk.
Whenever you're ready, Mr. Valentine, just sit down.
If I start cackling like an old grizzled mercenary, pull me out, okay?
Let's see here. I need you to keep talking to me, Mr. Valentine. Any slight change in your cognitive functions could be dire. Are you feeling any different?
There's a lot of flashes. Static. I can't make sense of any of it, Doc.
That's what I was afraid of. The mnemonic impressions are encoded. It appears the Institute has one last failsafe. There's a lock on the memories in the implant.
How do you lock memories?
The implant is encoding all the mnemonic activity in the hippocampus. Think of it like computer encryption, and we don't have the password. Let's see. A single mind wouldn't be able to crack it. But what if we use two? We load both you and Mr. Valentine into the memory loungers. Run your cognitive functions in parallel. He'll act as a host, while your consciousness drives through whatever memories we can find.
Nick and I are gonna share a mind? I'm not gonna see him in any compromising positions, am I?
Yeah, if a smart mouth was all it took to solve problems, we would have found your son by now.
No. You won't have to worry about that. The only memories you'll access are the ones in the implant.
Any idea of what I'm gonna see in there?
I have no clue. But considering we only have a single piece of the medial temporal lobe and not the whole brain, I doubt it'll be cohesive.
All right, let's get started.
Just sit down over there and keep your fingers crossed.
What'd they use you for?
See you on the other side.
Hey! Take a look at this.
initiating brainwave migration between the transplant and the host. Mnemonic activity coming from the transplant. It's degenerated, but it's there. We're going to load you into the strongest memories we can find. They might not be stable. Just hold on. Can you hear me? Ah, good. The simulation appears to be working, although the memories are quite fragmentary. I'll try to step you through the intact memories and hope we find one that gives us some clue to the Institute's location. There. This is the earliest intact memory I can find.
Turn down the goddamn radio! I'm trying to sleep!
Mom knew how it was. She wasn't soft, but, she loved me in her way.
You are experiencing
And she protected me from Dad.
This may prove disorienting at first.
That cost her more than a few beatings. I never knew what happened to her after I left. I didn't want to know. Not then. I was such a dummy back then. What did I know about how the world worked? I think now she wanted me to kill him. I should have. Instead, I ended up running away. I told myself I wanted to find somewhere out from under the thumb of the NCR and all their rules. But really, I was running from the guilt of not protecting her from Dad. Yeah, it doesn't matter now, though.
As of this moment, we are all citizens of the new California Republic. I'm sure
People are always hoping for something better. They usually end up with something worse. Dad was either drunk or not around. I guess he must have run with one of the raider gangs, but I never really knew what he did. Don't know why Mom was with him. Maybe at some point in his life he wasn't a complete asshole.
What a joke. What's it mean, Mom? Nothing, Connie. People like to talk and hope someone else is going to keep them safe.
Teacher at school said the NCR would bring back the good old days. Like before the big war.
Don't you listen to that twaddle. I'm going to stop sending you if that's what they're teaching you.
I'm going out. Where the fuck did you put my boots?
Listen to me, Connie. You take this. You're old enough. You're the man of the family now. It's your job to protect us. Your father's useless, but you won't turn out like him. You're a good boy. And all that on the radio. All useless talk. The only thing that will protect you in this world is that gun in your hands. You need to learn to use it if you're going to survive.
I will, Mom. I promise. I won't let you down.
You've always been my good boy.
This doesn't seem to be what we're looking for. There appears to be another intact memory close to you in temporal sequence. There. Try that one.
The thing about happiness is you only know you had it when it's gone. I mean, you may think to yourself that you're happy, but you don't really believe it. You focus on the petty bullshit or next job or whatever. It's only looking back, by comparison with what comes after, that you really understand that's what happiness felt like. It's gonna be fine. You'll see.
But we don't know anybody here. And now, with the baby?
Come on, Sarah, you've got to give it a chance. I finally got steady work with a good outfit. Nothing like that in the NCR these days.
No, I'm not saying this was a mistake. I'm just... Are you sure these guys know what they're doing? They seem kinda green.
I know, but that's where I come in. Just wait. In a few years, I'll be running my own crew. As soon as I make the connections I need. Then I can give you anything you want. And little Mary, too.
I never worried about you before. Must be my mama instincts kicking in. Who knew I had those, huh?
Come on, you're great with her. And you don't need to worry about me. Most of it's just running security for the she. A lot of standing around looking tough.
Well, they sure picked the right person for that job.
Listen, it's gonna be great here. See this? This is what's gonna keep you and Mary safe. I promise.
I know, Connie. I'm sure we're gonna be really happy here.
We are. You'll see. That's okay. I got her.
Let's keep looking. I'll connect you to the next intact memory.
How did you think this was gonna end, Kellogg? You thought you could just fuck with us, and we wouldn't fuck with you? Just so you know, they died like dogs. And you weren't there to help them.
I found another memory to try. I'll connect you.
Mind if we sit down?
Suit yourself. There's always someone who wanted someone else dead. Sometimes just roughed up, but dead was usually what they wanted. Sometimes they thought they could cheat me. That was usually only when I first arrived somewhere. Didn't matter to me. They just took it as part of the job. A little extra thrown in for free. I always got paid in the end. One way or another. I don't remember much from that time. It all kinda blends together. There was almost always a bar, though. That's universal. I didn't care where I was going. Ended up mostly wandering east. Getting as far away from San Francisco as I could, maybe.
So, I hear you'll take care of people's problems. Is that right?
If you pay me.
Oh, we'll pay you. And, you'll do this all by yourself?
That's right.
We pay you when the job's done. Is that okay?
That's the way you want to do it? So who do you want dead?
Well, it's like this. There's his family. Lives down the creek a ways.
Well, we seem to be getting closer. Try this next one.
Mr. Kellogg, I'm glad you decided to meet with me.
So, you're with the Institute. I wanted to see for myself if you really existed.
We do.
I finally ended up in the Commonwealth. I kinda ran out of road. Plus, I'd come to terms with life. I wasn't going to be stupid enough to get mixed up with caring about other people again. It was just me against the world, and the world had it coming.
As you can see.
The first synths weren't all that impressive. I'm good, but I'm not that good. But the Institute could always make more, and kept making them better each time. They still give me the creeps, but you have to get used to them if you want to work with the Institute. You heard all sorts of rumors about the Institute, but I figured they were just a convenient boogeyman for anything bad that ever happened. They were real, all right. They didn't know anything about operating on the surface. Relied on their synths for everything. They had the resources I needed, and I had the expertise they needed. Turned into a permanent arrangement. Suited me just fine.
It's come to my attention that you've been rather disruptive of our operations lately. This must stop.
I do what people pay me to do. If that's a problem for you, I could see only one way out.
And what's that, Mr. Kellogg?
If I'm working for you, there's no more problem. From what I hear, you can afford me.
I don't think you fully understand the situation you're in.
I think I do.
Very well. B-748, initiate.
Systems offline.
Impressive. We may have something to talk about after all.
Getting warmer. One of these has got to tell us something. We're running out of brain here. There's one that looks mostly intact. Connecting now.
Manual override initiated. Cryogenic stasis.
I was now the Institute's main operator in the Commonwealth. If they needed something done, they came to me. It wasn't usual for anybody from the Institute to come along on a mission, so this one stood out. They didn't know that. I never knew why we didn't just refreeze the rest of them. But we had our orders. I guess the old man didn't want so many loose ends. Too bad he left alive the one person he shouldn't have. Even then, I knew it was a mistake leaving her alive. I understood that kind of revenge. No one better. But I was cocky enough to assume I could handle some soft, pre-war vault dweller, even if she somehow got thawed out. At least I know those Institute bastards will soon get what's coming to them, too. If she could take me out, they won't be able to hide from her for long. I'm glad I didn't have to kill the kid. I'm not saying I haven't done it, but I never liked to. But it was better this way. Better than taking his kid and leaving him alive.
I found another intact memory. Whenever you're ready.
The eggheads never liked taking orders from a dirty, contaminated degenerate like me. But they needed me, and I made sure they knew it.
Is that your son? This appears to be a very recent memory. So, good news, I think.
Wasn't my idea to settle down with the kid in the middle of Diamond City. I thought it was a terrible idea, actually. But it was one of the old man's pet projects, so here we were. Me and the kid, like a happy little family. I ended up kind of liking it. A reminder of what my life might have been if things had turned out differently. But there's no going back. I knew it was just temporary. It'd be back to normal business before too long.
Piper's really done it this time. I mean, I'm not saying she's right, but Mayor, he's gonna be this time.
His whole setup in Diamond City was part of some elaborate plan of the old man's. Seems obvious now that we were bait for our friend from the vault. Timing couldn't have been an accident. It's not how the old man works. I wonder if he outsmarted me in the end. Another loose end tied up.
Kellogg.
It's okay. One of the new breed of synths could easily pass as human. Some of them did. But the coursers, they weren't built to blend in. They were killing machines, pure and simple. Smarter, stronger, and faster than almost any real human. I'm just glad they were always on my side. These days you're gonna get your head blown off just barging in here like that.
Minimizing my exposure to civilians is a priority.
Forget I said anything. So what's the big crisis this time?
New orders for you. One of our scientists has left the Institute.
Left? As in?
He's gone rogue. Name's Dr. Brian Virgil. We know he's hiding somewhere in the glowing sea. Here's his file.
Wow. Some heads are gonna roll for this. Capture and return, or just elimination?
Elimination. He was working on a highly classified program.
No kidding. One of the top bioscience boys? Damn. So, I guess you're taking the kid back with you.
Affirmative. Your only mission is to locate and eliminate Virgil.
You're taking me home to my father?
Yes. Stand next to me and hold still.
Okay.
X688, ready to relay with Sean.
Bye, Mr. Kellogg. I hope I see you again soon.
Bye.
Teleportation. Now it all makes sense. Nobody's found the entrance to the Institute because there is no entrance. Let me pull you out of there as soon as you're ready. Slow movements, okay? I don't know what kind of side effects the procedure might have had. No one's ever done this before. How do you feel?
Hope you plan on using your robot powers for good.
Next time I have to watch someone's life story, I want popcorn.
Well, if you're cognizant enough to joke, I think we can safely say that you're out of critical condition. Are you ready to talk about what happened in there?
There's more than one person who knows about the Institute. Virgil, that scientist who escaped.
I didn't know Institute scientists could defect. This changes everything. He could answer all sorts of questions. Where did the memory say he was? The glowing sea? That can't be right. No one would risk going there, not even to hide.
Why? What makes the glowing sea so dangerous?
The name says it all. Radiation. So much that nothing there could possibly live. Nothing pleasant. Navigating radioactive hazards is nothing new, but the glowing sea can kill a man in seconds. That's why it doesn't make sense. Virgil fleeing into that hell. The exposure alone.
That's why he's there. To make the Institute think twice about following him.
That must be it. He's using the radiation in the glowing sea like a shield or a cloak, a way to throw them off and be at an advantage. If Virgil found a way to survive there, you'll have to do the same. If you're going to follow him.
Oh, I'm going in naked. Fingers crossed I get superpowers.
I know you're joking, but as a doctor, I feel obligated to remind you that unprotected radioactive exposure will only kill you. Dead. D-E-A-D. So be sure you find a way to get through there with your life intact. And good luck. By the way, I unplugged Mr. Valentine first. Removed the implant while you were waking up. He's waiting for you upstairs.
The memory den's not accepting new clients right now, sweetheart. Oh, enjoying yourself in Good Neighbor? It's a heck of a town, ain't it? You like the decor? My business partner hates it. Says she's not the fun type.
You got the memory pod loaded up? Oh, you're not Irma.
Hey.
Good Neighbor's crazy. Thefts, murders, worse. Sometimes you just gotta escape a little to make it through the day.
Escape? What do you mean?
Reliving old memories. Like Thanksgiving, 2071. Mom made a 12-pound turkey. And then we all listened to the Silver Shroud vs. Captain Cosmos. Even Pa was there. You ever listen to the Silver Shroud? That's what we need. No matter how bleak things got, he saved the day.
What can you tell me about the Shroud?
He's from the radio shows. I've listened to all 419 episodes. And the holiday special. He's the best. Better than Grognak and Man-to-Man combined.
That sounds familiar.
You'd remember him if you heard his show. They're the best detective shows in the whole world. What if the Silver Shroud was real? With his black trench coat and gleaming silver submachine gun? I got a plan to bring him to life. So we can fight bad guys and give the rest of us a symbol of something better.
What plan?
I've built my own custom machine gun. Even better than the one in the show. But to make this work, I still need the most important piece. The genuine Silver Shroud costume herself. And they actually got one here in Boston. They made it for the TV show. Will you help?
I might do it. If you make it worth my while.
I can give you some caps up front. Just promise you'll help me.
Do you really need the costume?
With the gun, I'm just another armed hooligan. But if the Silver Shroud came to life and helped people, it would give everyone hope.
I'll get the costume for you.
You're gonna do this? For real? Before the bombs fell, they were filming the Silver Shroud pilot over at Hubris Comics. So that's where you'll find it. You're the best.
Nick.
Hope you got what you were looking for inside my head. I was right. I should have killed you when you were on ice.
You want to try for round 2, huh? Let's go.
What? What are you talking about?
You feeling alright, Nick?
Yeah, I'm fine. Why?
Wait. Were you just playing a joke on me?
I guess that's for you to wonder and for me and Kellogg's memories to know for sure. Anyway, I feel fine, so let's get going. Or I could head back to Diamond City, since you've got company already.
Let's get going, Nick.
Been one heck of a ride so far. Let's see where it takes us next.
Piper.
Heading my way?
Let's trade.
This is what I've got.
A lot of people out here could use
Carry
a
something
hand.
before you cripple yourself.
Hey.
What's the... plan?
Hey everyone, gather around. Let's kick the breeze back. Shoot the fat. Now I know you all are doing your own thing, but I don't want anyone here to forget what
I'm around.
Hey, Daisy. Glad you could make it. How's my favorite girl doing? Did you see Wayne Zamorowski the other day?
He wishes.
All right. We're getting off track. What was I saying? Oh, that's right. What matters. We freaks gotta stick together. And the best way to stick together is to keep an eye out for what drives us apart. Feel me? Yeah, you tell it like it is, Hancock. Now, what out there in our big, friendly Commonwealth would want to drive us apart? What kind of twisted, unneighborly boogeyman would want to hurt our peaceful community?
The Institute and their SIDS!
That's right. Who said that? Coming up to my office later. You've earned yourself some jet. The Institute. They're the real enemy. Not the Raiders. Not the super mutants. Not even those tools over in Diamond City.
I don't know, Hancock.
I'd sure love to give McDonough a kick in the ass.
Hey, we all know I got my own personal beef with that lardhead. But stay focused. Now, I want everyone to keep the Institute in mind. When someone starts acting funny. When people are doing things they don't normally do. When family starts pushing you away for no reason. We all know who's behind that kind of shit. And the only way to stop it is to stick together. They can't control us if we're not afraid. Now, who's scared of the Institute? Not us! And which town in the Commonwealth should the Institute not fuck with? Good neighbor! And who's in charge of Good Neighbor? Of the people, for the people!
Keep it down.
Silent during the speech.
Whoa, now that is some armor. Check out those hydraulics.
You'd be amazed how little this neighborhood has changed. The bombs may have dropped.
Cleo.
Ma'am? Ma'am? Well, hello. Everything here is guaranteed to injure, maim, or kill at your discretion. Except me. I only kill when I want to.
Who? What are you?
I'm a woman, baby. Can't you tell?
Oh, of course you are. It's just all those metal plates. You're a robot, right? A very womanly robot.
Designation, Assaultron. Designed to provide a variety of security-related tasks to the modern man. Runtime conclusion. Why work for the man when you can work for yourself? New designation. KLEO. Cleo. Fully independent small business owner. Robot enough for you, smooth talker? Now what are you buying?
You're an Assaultron?
That's what my makers called me. But as far as I'm concerned, I'm a woman. And I run a store that sells very large guns. So what'll it be?
So what kinds of weapons do you have?
Anything that can kill a man, I sell. Except suicidal depression. That is unfortunately not packageable. Now, are we doing business?
Sure. Let's take a look.
Each weapon tested on someone who deserved it.
Hey.
No. I'll see what I can do. want me to take a look at that terminal?
There we go.
Say the word. Always had a way with machines. Sure don't make them like they used to.
Hell yeah. Nice. Hey.
Do something for you? See him?
Stay away,
If I got the chills, this would be the place to provide them. You maybe want to turn the lights down? Not that it's an option. You playing hide and seek? Good riddance.
Excellent. Heads up.
I'm listening. Huh. So this is where they filmed that god-awful TV show.
Bingo. Nice.
Good neighbor. Lowest place in the Commonwealth. Everything not nailed down rolls through here at some point.
Yeah.
Yeah?
I got your costume, Kent. And some other goodies you might like.
There she is, pretty as the posters. The Silver Shroud costume herself. And memorabilia, too? You're something else. Together with my gun, everything's all set.
What are you planning next?
I'm still working that out. Some details I want to run by you. Well, after you give me the costume, that is.
First the reward, then I'll give you the costume.
Here. I wasn't gonna welsh on our deal. After all, I'm just not Silver Shroud material. I could be Rhett Reinhardt, or his butler Jarvie Blake. But the Shroud is strong, capable.
What happens to the suit?
Oh, I have an idea who should wear it. You up for being a Silver Shroud? You're just like him. Except you probably haven't been in a blimp shot down by mobsters.
If I go along with this, I could use a little extra.
If it'll get you to help, sure. I may be able to scrounge up a couple of things.
Why me?
No one else would help me find the costume. Even though it sounds crazy, you cared. The whole world's fallen hard. We gotta fight to make the place better. So you in?
If I go along with this, I could use a little extra.
If it'll get you to help, sure. I may be able to scrounge up a couple of things.
Looks like I get to be the Shroud. Yay.
The costume and gun are yours, so you patrol Good Neighbor's streets, and I'll call in any crimes on my radio station. Here's some calling cards, I guess. When you dispatch justice, leave them behind. That way, everyone knows the Silver Shroud has returned. Time to fight crime!
Yes.
All Silver Shroud fans. A once-in-a-lifetime announcement. The Silver Shroud returns and he's gonna clean up the streets. Everyone heard how Wayne Delancey murdered Miss Selmy and her kid over a few lousy caps. Death is coming for you, Wayne.
Galaxy News!
Can't believe it. You look just like Sam, too.
When evil walks the streets of Boston, one man lurks in the shadows.
This town, they got another thing coming.
What am I gonna tell his mother?
The Silver Shroud. Today's episode, the mystery.
Got a reason to be bothering me. I just had to shoot up a synth bodies. Another synth spy taken care of. Jeez, it's been a long day.
He was a synth?
Yeah, unbelievable, huh? Sammy was fine a few days ago, and then bam, he's acting funny, gives up cigarettes, the booze, stops cheating on his wife. I mean, the man wasn't a saint, but he was who he was, you know. The Institute ain't got no right to replace him with a synth double. Look, we gotta clean up here. You keep close to you and yours, all right?
Let me show you. The contents of the late mayor's case.
But these are real estate papers. Leases and deeds for most of the businesses.
Step away from my meat, little girl.
Indeed, they
Unless
are,
you
my
want to be
intrepid
next.
investigator.
You listen to the radio? Someone wants you dead.
You threatening me? Are you threatening me? That's your last mistake, asshole. You mess with me, you're dead.
Mistress of Mystery and the mayor. So, you were meeting with Mayor Murphy. But why? Tell me, and you may yet live.
Best listen to my friend, Fahey.
I'll never talk, and you two are in over your heads. So be it. Death has come for you, evildoer, and I am its Shroud. Shroud this crime fighter.
Shroud! You're shot!
Just...
Friend of the show, Jerry, is here.
Is this thing on? Low. Low.
It's on.
Right. That. Yeah.
We're recording it here. Aw, man. Great. Silver Shroud's dispatched justice already. Miss Selby has been avenged.
Shit, Shroud off Wayne? Wait, so this guy's actually for real?
Oh, you better believe it.
Hey, Nick.
Hey there.
So, Jerry, go on. Tell the listeners about what we're talking about.
Right. So AJ, you know, the chem dealer by Bobby's, he's doing good for himself. Since he's got a whole new market, kids. Even with his garbage chems, he's just raking in their caps.
You hear that? Sounds like the Silver Shroud has another bad guy to deal with.
Finn must have been crazy. Why? With this Shroud guy, he's gonna muscle in on the chem trade.
You looking to stock up on general equipment?
He's gonna do something.
Discounts.
AJ's selling the kids. And his chems have killed people.
Hey, you. This is my turf. And I don't appreciate what you call them, you know, trespasses. Beat it.
You AJ? The dealer who sells to children?
Yeah, that's me. I'm a entrepreneur. I'm making a new market. Chems for kids, I call it. Cherry-flavored Jet, bubblegum Mentats. Them Diamond City kids just eat 'em up.
Selling chems to kids is just wrong.
What's it to ya? Oh, for Christ's sake. Did Kent put you up to this? He keeps moaning about the poor little kids. What the hell, right? Tell you what. I'll pay you, let's say 50 caps just to shut up about it. And, maybe get Kent off my back. Alright?
For 50 caps. No way.
Alright, fine. Make it 75.
A lousy 25 caps more? You trying to insult me?
Hey, 75 is a gift. Alright, fine. I'll give you 90 if you just leave me in goddamn peace.
You don't understand. How much are you willing to pay to keep breathing, pal?
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Hey, easy there. I got friends, powerful friends. But we can deal. Call it 200 caps and just walk away. We all come out ahead. Nobody goes to the bone house.
Last chance. No more kids.
You're through, son.
Ah, to hell with you. Waster.
Anything useful?
Lights out for you!
Can't have gone far.
Silver Shroud's bringing justice to Good Neighbor. Bad guys better look out. And now, a special update. The villainous
Where'd you go?
was recently spotted at the third rail. Sam Kendra, who bombed Little Joe's shack and killed 4 innocent drifters. If you want to see the Silver Shroud in action, stay near Whitechapel Charlie. The Shroud's sure to interrogate.
Looks like they flew the coop.
I'm out, and I'll do you quick. Turn tail, ram.
Walks the streets of Boston. One man lurks in the shadows.
Hancock says newcomers are welcome in the third rail. Go on in.
Hi.
Downstairs. Don't bother the other patrons.
on, Dollface. It's right through here.
What? Another one of you mercs looking for McCready? He's in the back room.
God, I love this song.
You there. We need to have a conversation.
Do I know you?
No. But I've heard of you. I'm always looking for people who know how to handle themselves in dangerous situations.
I don't mind danger, so long as I get paid well enough.
You will be well paid. I can promise you that. By the way, I'm Edward Deegan. You'll mostly be working for me, but you'll need to talk to my boss first. His name is Jack Cabot. He likes to personally interview everyone I hire. He's careful like that. Come down to Cabot House in Beacon Hill and ask to talk to Jack. I'll let him know you're coming.
Come in, loosen up your tie, have a drink, or maybe just one more. But if you're searching for something to bring you comfort, I'm the one you're looking for. Is your motor running close to empty? Or are you running from yourself? We're thirsty for a brand new kind of pleasure. Or are you hungry to be somebody else? So sit down your pretty face, you came to the right place. Oh, where every night it starts once more. I'm telling you, friend, your search is at an end. 'Cause I'm the one you're looking for.
That's right, mistress. This was all just a big distraction. While we were here having our little jaw session, my boss has been at your parlor, stealing back those deeds you took from Mayor Murphy's briefcase.
That's right, good neighbor. I'm the one you're looking for. We'll be right back after a short break.
Beautiful as always, Mags.
Thanks, Charlie. Can I get some water?
No need to even ask. I always set aside a stash of the good stuff just for you.
You are such a sweetheart, Charlie.
Don't have no
Thank you.
handouts.
Huh?
Excuse me, miss.
Well, what's the matter, sweetheart? Don't tell me you didn't like the song.
I've never heard that song before. Who wrote it?
I did. Everything I sing is an original. Now, there's something special about you, isn't there? Don't tell me. Let me guess. Ah, of course. It's those powerful muscles of yours. My, I could get used to looking at those. So what brings a woman like you to my part of town?
Me? Playing a game. First idiot who grabs my ass gets his arm broken. 10 points if he's drunk.
That sounds like the beginning of a great song. I think you and I are gonna get along. So it's my turn to answer questions, right? What can I do for you?
I was wondering if we could get to know each other better.
Oh, really? Go on.
You, me, an evening walk under the streetlights.
And then what?
Music.
It's tempting, but unfortunately I'm
married to the stage.
Make way for paying customers. Want a pint, mate? If you're here for Magnolia, better drink up. Got no tolerance for freeloaders here.
I'm looking for someone. Kendra?
Kendra is not one to be trifled with. People associated with her have a habit of being found face down in a ditch. If you're set on meeting her, for a fee it can be arranged.
Can you spare a few details on her at least? On the house?
You got to have finesse to be an assassin. Kendra's a murderer. A very skilled murderer. Listen, mate, the combat scan shows you know what you're about. Save your caps, buy a lager instead.
I'm not hiring her. I'm gonna kill her.
You serious? Sarcasm sometimes bungs up me processes. In that case, she's got a flat just south of Good Neighbor. Water Street Apartments. Look out for the blighters she's got with her. Nasty piece of business, that. Good luck.
Sweet. Hip boy, sister. You hold on to that.
You're blocking my light, doll.
I need a place to stay.
Can't say I'm surprised to find you in a dump like this, McCready.
I was wondering how long it would take your bloodhounds to track me down, Winlock. It's been almost 3 months. Don't tell me you're getting rusty. Should we take this outside?
It ain't like that. I'm just here to deliver a message.
In case you forgot, I left the Gunners for good.
Yeah, I heard. But you're still taking jobs in the Commonwealth. That isn't going to work for us.
I don't take orders from you. Not anymore. So why don't you take your girlfriend and walk out of here while you still can?
What? Winlock, tell me we don't have to listen to this shit.
Listen up, McCready. The only reason we haven't filled your body full of bullets is that we don't want a war with Good Neighbor. See, we respect other people's boundaries. We know how to play the game. It's something you never learned.
Glad to have disappointed you.
You can play the tough guy all you want. But if we hear you're still operating inside Gunner territory, all bets are off. You got that?
You finished?
Yeah. We're finished. Come on, Barnes.
Look, ladies, if you're preaching about the atom or looking for a friend, you've got the wrong guy. If you need a hired gun, then maybe we can talk.
Maybe. Why don't you tell me who those guys were first?
A couple of morons looking to climb the ladder of success by stepping on everyone else on the way up. Shouldn't be surprised, though. That's how it goes when you run with the Gunners.
You're acting like I'm supposed to know what you're talking about.
Maybe it's better that you don't. I don't want the stink of Winlock and Barnes rubbing off on me and scaring away my business. Now what about you? How do I know I won't end up with a bullet in my back?
You don't. That's part of the risk, right?
Can't argue with that. I'll tell you what. Price is 250 caps. Up front. There's no room for bargaining. What do you say?
Everything's negotiable. Would you take 200?
You drive a hard bargain. But you just bought yourself an extra gun. All right, boss. Let's get out of here.
Hey, Valentine.
Time to hit the road?
You interested in traveling together?
Sure, could be fun.
Let's head out.
Well, all right.
Damn, I forgot to pick up that motor oil for you, Valentine.
Cute, McGreedy. You come up with that all on your own?
For this evening, Silver Shroud and the Mistress of Mystery. Oh. What will become of our stalwart hero? Find out what happens next week on another exciting episode of The Silver Shroud.
Another special update. No, it wasn't Bobby No-Nose who offed AJ and his goons. It was the Silver Shroud.
Oh, jeez, you ain't one of them Diamond City types, are you?
Now's our time, listeners. Justice is coming to Good Neighbor. You'll see.
Galaxy News Radio. When evil walks the streets of Boston, one man lurks in the shadows, shielding the innocent, judging the guilty. That guardian is the Silver Shroud. Today's episode, The Mechanist Unmasked. Dangling over a pit of fire reminds me of our adventure against the Chelsea Mingler, a mistress.
Indeed, stalwart Shroud. But that malformed murderer was but a muppet compared to the malignancy of the Mechanist.
Malignant, am I?
Who's that?
No, mistress of mystery. Would you mistake? Enlightenment. You're just another two-bit hustler with delusions of grandeur. evil walks the streets of Boston, one man lurks in the shadows, shielding the innocent, judging the guilty. That guardian is the Silver Shroud. Today's episode, The Mechanist Unmasked.
Dangling over a pit of fire. Reminds me of our adventure against the Chelsea Mingler, mistress.
Indeed, stalwart Shroud. But that malformed murderer was but a muppet compared to the malignancy of the Mechanist.
Malignant, am I? No, mistress of mystery. But you mistake.
That's so long as you're carrying it.
Enlightenment. Only I, the Mechanist, truly understand the folly of human cunning. The flesh is weak. Metal is the future of Massachusetts.
The only future you have is a long nap in a deep hole, Mechanist. To me, you're just another two-bit hustler with delusions of grandeur. And my cheap as human as the rest of us.
Huh? Glad skyward. Bodiless butt. And it was
Hey down there, Mechanist, you robot wannabe. Remember me? No? I didn't think so. That's the problem. You made me, but you didn't love me. You didn't love any of us, you selfish
Lost him.
jamoke. Now, it's time to pay.
Gasp!
Fools, all of you! Attack my robot children!
No sign of him now.
Destroy these interlopers!
The robots are advancing, and our weapons have been confiscated. So, fisticuffs it is then.
Going up.
Furiously fluid footwork. Hi-ya!
By order of our master, the Mechanist, you will be destroyed. Destroy it.
That is the last of them. Now, for the Mechanist. Where did that vile ruffian escape to?
Hey, Silver do-gooder, it's me, the head there. Yeah, that's right. I'm up here in the rafters. High in the sky. I saw where the Mechanist went. He's in that office. Up that stairs.
Well done, heroic head. Your adjusted attitude has made allies of us all. Silver Shroud, shall we?
We shall.
Stop right there. Not a step closer. You may have defeated my
Going
robot.
down.
Now, I will turn your own weapon against you.
Silver Shroud, he's armed with your silver shooter, your most revered rival.
Ground floor.
So he is, mistress. So he is. All right, Mechanist. It's your move.
You're mine now, rookie.
I have been waiting for this moment a long time, Silver Shroud. With you and your harlot out of the way, the age of the robots can truly begin.
And you're the crazy one in the costume. Wayne Delancey's killer. You have no idea who you're dealing with. I do so like it when the little bug crawls willingly into the spider's webs. Who's your boss? A walking corpse like you shouldn't trouble yourself about that.
Yes, it is time.
Hey.
We knew the
Go ahead.
truth. Who is the Mechanist?
By the rays of Ra, the Mechanist is none other than...
Head.
Mayor Murphy! Of course. It all makes sense. My death in that alley. A ruse. He was just one of my robots. But by being dead, you could turn your little hobby into a full-time endeavor. And the real estate papers?
A rancorous ruse, a spiteful sham, all to throw us off the trail.
Yes. It was a master plan. You ruined it all. But what happens now? I need a doctor. An ambulance.
Stalwart Shroud. Could it be? Can the mewling Mechanist not foresee his fate?
My fate? What? Fate?
Hey.
Here's what I've got.
Guess you've got your reasons. That just looks like junk. To me.
I must apologize for the odd noises I'm currently emitting. A consequence of being mechanical in nature.
What's this? All odds and ends in this one.
Some very bad people may be coming. It's not safe here.
Hey.
I don't know you. Just go away! I don't know you. Just go away!
Another headliner. Hancock seeks a special meeting with our hero, the Silver Shroud. Whatever it's about, be careful, Shroud. We're all with you.
Galaxy News Radio. When evil walks the streets of Austin, one man lurks in the shadows, shielding the innocent, judging the guilty. That guardian is the Silver Shroud. Today's episode, a slaying in Scully Square.
Just down this alley.
Well, well, well. Looks like someone got lost on the wrong side of the tracks.
Yeah, wrong side of the tracks.
I'm just meeting a friend. No business of yours. Perhaps I'll just call him. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Not so fast, fancy pants. Your wallet, and that snazzy briefcase you carry. Hand them over, now.
I most certainly will
Hey.
not.
What's the plan?
Hey, Valentine.
Go ahead.
Your thoughts?
We'll make something out of the Commonwealth yet.
But I made us, that's why. You want to spend another stretch in the pokey? Now, let's see what's in this fancy cake. useless. Ah, get involved. Like this, we gotta have something.
All right, let's see. $20, a driver's license. Oh, man. We done it this time. You know who this is? We just wasted Mayor Murphy.
What? The Mayor Murphy? What in the blazes was he doing up here? Up in Scully Square?
Mayor Hancock.
Too bad about Finn. Gonna miss him next super mutant attack rolls round. Oh well. What can I do for our newcomer?
What's your story, Hancock?
My favorite subject. I came into this town about a decade ago. Had a smooth set of skin back then. While I was busy making myself a pillar of this community, I would go on these, wild tears. I was young. Any chems I could find, the more exotic the better. Finally found this experimental radiation drug. Only one of its kind left, and only one hit. Oh man, the high was so worth it. Yeah, I'm living with the side effects, but hey, what's not to love about immortality?
You're immortal?
Well, not exactly. Ghouls just age really, really slow. Something about the rads, maybe? Who knows?
All that chem use definitely prepared you for a career in politics.
People respect me because I don't put myself above them, alright? I sling and shoot up just like the next guy. Now, before you bring me down, is there anything else you need?
Tell me more about this town of yours, Good Neighbor.
It's all about the people, understand? They're freaks, misfits, and troublemakers, and that's why I love them. Everyone here lives their own life, their own way. No judgments. Now, was there anything else?
Did I hear you talking about the Institute?
You like my little speech? I do it every once in a while in case they're listening in. I want those synth makers to know that Good Neighbor is off limits. No one gets replaced in my town. But hey, weren't we talking about your needs? What did you come here for?
What's a synth?
Don't tell me we have a pair of virgin ears. You just made my day. Synths are just like you and me. Only they didn't get created the natural fun way. No, they were built by the Institute. Some of the older ones are basically just robots. But the new models, your own mother couldn't tell the difference. So that's why me and mine gotta stay extra special close to one another. Any slight change might be a clue that someone's been replaced. Anything else you need?
Why does the Institute replace people?
Hell if I know. Mess with people's heads, control us from the shadows, or maybe they do it just because they can. No one knows where the Institute is, what kind of people they are, or why they've decided to engineer their own slaves. But there it is. Just to be clear, everyone's welcome in Good Neighbor. I don't care if you're a synth, ghoul, or even a super mutant, so long as you play nice. And let me tell you, synths still under the Institute's control don't play nice. Done talking about this. What else you need?
Looking for work.
Work, huh? I'll tell you what, I got reconnaissance needs. There's a lot of weird talk coming in about a place called the Pickman Gallery. It's raider territory up there, but they've been quiet. Like uncomfortable post-coitus quiet. Snoop it out and give me the word.
I might be interested, but let's talk money, Hancock.
Okay. Usual job pays $200, but I like you. So let's push it to $250.
You said things have gone quiet up there. That means extra risks to cover.
I like where your head's at. Let's make it 300 caps.
If you can't put real money on the table, I'm out.
Cut the bargaining shit. You know what I'm thinking? You get the standard payout of 200 caps. Take it or leave it.
What else can you tell me about Pickman Gallery?
Nothing. That's why I'm paying you to go out there.
Scout out Pickman Gallery. On it.
Cool. Be thorough, okay? I'm not paying for a look-see. Find out what's really going on there.
Hush now, Stoic Shroud. I'll take you to my
Hey, Hancock.
It is
Hey, I don't mean to bitch, but aren't you supposed to be heading to Pickman Gallery for me? Something else you need?
Looking for more work, if you got any.
Nothing right now, sorry. But check around the neighborhood. Always something going on.
You ever tried chess? Sometimes you need to sacrifice a piece to keep the game going. Keep that in mind.
Hi.
We didn't get to the top of this town by playing fair.
You've been listening to Galaxy News Radio, a wholly owned subsidiary of Galaxy News Network. Galaxy News Radio. When evil walks the streets of Boston, one man lurks in the shadows, shielding the innocent, judging the guilty. That guardian is the Silver Shroud. Today's episode in the Parlor of Mysteries.
Jasmine, chamomile, pain, ecstasy. This can only be the den of mysteries.
Be still, sweet Shroud. I removed that scumbag slug, but you're sick with fever and still suffering.
Mistress of Mysteries, no, I'm all right.
No, dear heart. Shroud stumbled. The mistress maneuvered. I knew of the mayor's misdeeds for many days. I followed him to that fateful meeting with Fat Fate. I was about to...
Attention! Silver Shroud and Mistress of Mystery. This is Chief Corcoran of the Boston Police Department. We know you're in there. You are both wanted in connection with the murder of Mayor Murphy. Come out with your hands up.
It would seem that our leaving the scene of the Scala slaughter was terribly timed. Incurring the wrath of Boston's finest is an unfortunate and unexpected annoyance.
Unexpected by us, maybe. But perhaps not by Fat Fate. I'm starting to see into his twisted blend. Damn this. Look, heroes, we can clear this. I'll get the best warriors in
the Excuse my assumption.
Anything
Even
useful?
the most astute attorney couldn't help us now.
All right, mistress. We must away from your den and evade the police. Clear our names and take Fate down. That's it. We're coming in.
Silver Shroud, Mistress of Mystery, hands up for order of the Boston Post.
Chief Gorgoman, I am Death's Shroud, but you are undeserved of my terrible justice. Think on my mercy.
When evil walks the streets of Boston, one man lurks in the shadows, shielding the innocent, judging the guilty. That guardian is the Silver Shroud. Today's episode in the Parlor of Mysteries.
Jasmine, chamomile, pain, ecstasy. This can only be the den of mysteries. Mistress of Mysteries, no, I'm all right. But the mayor, Fat Lady, he's still of the most sinister blood, old friend.
Ha! No, dear heart. The shroud stumbled. The mistress maneuvered. I knew of the mayor's misdeeds for many days. I followed him to that fateful meeting with Fat Fate. I was about to...
Attention! Silver Shroud and Mistress of Mystery. This is Chief Corcoran of the Boston Police Department. We know you're in there. You are both wanted in connection with the murder of Mayor Murphy. Come out with your hands up.
It would seem that our leaving the scene of the Scala slaughter was terribly kind. Incurring the wrath of Boston's finest is an unfortunate and unexpected annoyance.
Unexpected by us, maybe. But perhaps not by Fat Fate. I'm starting to see into his twisted plan. Damn this gunshot! Look, heroes, we can clear this up. Come out now, one all. I'll see that you two get the best lawyers in the city.
Excuse my assumption that even the most astute attorney couldn't help us now.
All right, mistress. We must away from your den and evade the police. Clear our names and take Fate down. That's it. We're coming in. Silver Shroud, Mistress of Mystery, hands up for order of the Boston Post. Chief Gorka.
You'll run out of bullets at some point.
walks the streets of Boston. One man lurks in the shadows, shielding the innocent, judging the guilty. That guardian is the Silver Shroud. Today's episode in the Parlor of Mysteries. Jasmine. Chamomile.
Be still, sweet shroud. I removed that scumbag slug, but you're sick with fever and still suffering.
Mistress of Mysteries, no. I'm all right.
In connection with the murder of Mayor Murphy. Come out with your hands up!
When evil walks the streets of Boston, one man lurks in the shadows, shielding the innocent, judging the guilty. That guardian is the Silver Shroud. Today's episode in the Parlor of Mysteries.
Jasmine. Chamomile. Pain. Ecstasy.
Ain't good, neighbor. You handle your own problems. Or you
Hey, Hancock.
What can I do for you? My house is your house. My town is your town.
I removed that scumbag slug.
Nothing right now.
Cool, cool.
And still suffering.
Mistress of Mysteries, no. I'm
sticking around, you'll need to join a crew. I hear Bobby No-Nose is looking.
No, dear heart. The shroud stumbled. The mistress maneuvered. I knew of the mayor's misdeeds for many days. I followed him to that fateful meeting with Fat Faye. I was about to...
Attention! Silver Shroud and Mistress of Mystery! This is Chief Corcoran of the Boston Police Department! We know you're in there! You are both wanted in connection with the murder of Mayor Burke! Come out with your hands up!
It would seem that our leaving the scene of the Scale slaughter was terribly timed. Incurring the wrath of Boston's finest is an unfortunate and unexpected annoyance.
Unexpected by us, maybe. But perhaps not by... Fat Faye. I'm starting to see into his twisted plan. Damn this gun shop. Look, heroes, we can clear this up. Come out now, unarmed. I'll see that you two get the best lawyers in the city.
Excuse my assumption that even the most astute attorney couldn't help us now.
You're right, mistress. We must away from your den and evade the police. Clear our names and take Faye down.
Huh?
That's it. We're coming in.
Following total atomic annihilation, the
It would seem that our leaving the scene of the Scarlet slaughter was terribly timed. Incurring the wrath of Boston's finest is an unfortunate and unexpected annoyance.
Unexpected by us, maybe. But perhaps not by Fat Faye. I'm starting to see into his twisted plan. Damn this gunshot wound.
Look, heroes, we can clear this up. Come out now, unarmed. I'll see that you two get the best lawyers in the city.
Excuse my assumption that even the most astute attorney couldn't help us now.
You're right, mistress. We must away from your den and evade the police. Clear our names and take
Land with the wrong sin. Something out there.
confinement is an unfortunate and unexpected annoyance.
Unexpected by us, maybe. But perhaps not by that Faye. I'm starting to see into his twisted plan. Damn this gunshot wound.
Look, heroes, we can clear this up. Come out now, unarmed. I'll see that you two get the best lawyers in the city.
Excuse my assumption that even the most astute attorney couldn't help us now.
All right, mistress. We must away from your den and evade the police. Clear our names and take Faye down.
That's it. We're coming in.
What the?